Triple-A baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the Columbus Clippers and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Andres Colon, the right-hander from Arizona, will be doing the pitching. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th.
Now at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Into the box now, Guadalupe Carrillo is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. From the stretch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the...
So striding in, Timothy Jarvis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly. Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Your pitch. Right here, let's
go. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got...
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall.
Hey, seeds all day, buddy. Nice hit.
At the plate, Stephen Chu. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Stephen Chu.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Throw into third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Ready for another chance. Guadalupe Arias. He singled his last time up. Herrera's off and running. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. It is well behind the plate. Digging in, Timothy Jarvis.
Catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He's good.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
The right fielder, number 34.
Ready now, Stephen Chu. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, number 64. He'll hit from the right side of the batter's box against the left-handed pitcher.
Right here.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. In now, Philip Rainey, 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here it comes, 0-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Into the box now, Timothy Jarvis. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Arroyo going back at the track. The wall. That one is out of here. This game is tied. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both.
Now at the plate, Guadalupe Carrillo, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch coming, here it is. A high fastball is in there. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point. And what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Earl Peterson. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Columbus Clippers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Luis Morales claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kevin Kluka records the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game. For the Victorine hits, no errors, they left 12 men on base.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Columbus Clippers and the Drew Smyly out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Leading off,
yeah, he's had some arm injuries, but when this guy's healthy, as good as anybody in the game of baseball from the left side. Good fastball, not overpowering, 92 to 94. Good assortment of breaking pitches. Holds runners really well. Has a good pickoff move. A good pitcher. When he's healthy, this is really one of the top pitchers in the game.
Now here's the pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey,
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Digging in the switch hitter, Philip Rainey. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone.
Stepping in, Timothy Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap. Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So stepping in, Sean Rodriguez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And no throw. Digging in now, Sean Rodriguez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Strike taken, the throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. Striding in, Timothy Jarvis. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Timothy Jarvis.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
And nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Grounded softly to the right. Played on the backhand. Oh, behind the back. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Hey,
digging in, Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jarvis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard ground ball to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. So coming to the plate, number 64, batting from the right side with the southpaw on the mound. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Drilled to the right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Good. No one better up there. Here we go.
Rainey.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Timothy Jarvis. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, square one up. One time.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Herrera is there. 2 gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Rick Duff. The winning run is at first base. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Richard Landgraf earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Billy Costello gets the call for game 1 of the series. Stepping up now, Barney McClendon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 6.
Get ahead, stay ahead now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway. Next will be the designated hitter, Jake Cave. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. 0-1 the count. Martin Prado now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Martin.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, 2 outs.
7. The left fielder, Red.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Play ball.
Batting second, the left fielder, Bobby Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Now batting, Tyler Naquin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The center fielder, Tyler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball well outside. Settling in now, Damian Karen.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and A-Ray Adrianza will be the next to bat.
A-Ray Adrianza.
Strike taken up in the zone. Leading off the inning, Timothy Jarvis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence.
Now at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show for years to come. Mark my words, he's going to be hitting bombs like that.
Digging in and looking for more, Timothy Jarvis. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring Williams Astudillo into bat. In there, now the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang up. Timothy Jarvis will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Well struck down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
Hey, come on now. One time right here.
Line towards center field. Mejia patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Clippers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Billy Costello notches his 3rd win of the year. Number 80 struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Clippers, 7 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Rochester Red Wings and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Danny Salazar will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Hey, let it fly.
First pitch on its way. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreak.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a... So stepping in, Martin Prado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Throw over to third here on a bad decision there as they won't get him at third. Digging in, Timothy Jarvis earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Hi, big guy. Stay hot up there.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, nice rip, attaboy.
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Just classic confidence in the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
All right, hold up.
Soft line to the right side, to second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Ready for another shot now. Damian Karen, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And there he goes towards second. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Not in time as the offline throw allowed. Digging in once again, Timothy Jarvis. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Corey comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Stepping into the box, Timothy Jarvis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate, make it 5-1.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Now at the plate, Stephen Chu. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Chu.
Here's a pop-up now. Prado is there. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the...
Yeah, this might not have been what he expected. I'm not sure he expected to have to go 7 outs to get the save, but hey, he did, and he iced the victory.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Columbus jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Walter Chen earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Cody Anderson turns in 2 1/3 out of the bullpen to earn the save, his 1st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Drive home safely.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the internet. Jeffrey Rodriguez will be on the...
1 down. 1 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
First pitch on its way. A wild pitch. Get down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up.
3. Batting third, the center fielder, Tyler.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fast. Standing in, Timothy Jarvis comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Jarvis.
Hey, stay hot, eh?
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Make a turn, pick up the ball.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, way to drive it, nice rip.
Now in the box, Stephen Chu. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Chu.
The 2-2. Popped high in the air. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Into the box, Guadalupe Carrillo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural.
Now to the plate, Mitch Walding. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Walding.
0-1.
At the plate, Fred Moffitt, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Fastball taken, but that gets the... Striding into the box, Philip Rainey. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to...
And the next batter will be Mike Freeman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
0-1. Out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sean Rodriguez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Rodriguez.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Play ball.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Relay.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap. No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate, Stephen Chu.
The right fielder, number 34. Stephen Chu.
Right side.
All right, he's up.
Fielded cleanly. There's one. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Jay Arroyo.
Leading off for Lehigh Valley, the right fielder.
Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up.
Arroyo.
Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a...
Hey, 1 pitch
So
right here.
striding
Come on
forward
now.
now, Timothy Jarvis. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First offering on its way. Into right field. That's a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
The right fielder, number 34.
Ready once again, Stephen Chu. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Duff is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Leading off the inning, Timothy Jarvis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall.
Got a way to find the sweet spot right there.
That looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Arroyo will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Lehigh Valley led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Andres Colon earns his 8th victory of the season.
9 hits, no errors.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. David Quisenberry, a native of Jamaica, is the man to start on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love...
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And not in time as the run scores. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch.
All right, find your pitch here. Let's go. Let's go.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Timothy Jarvis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
All right, looking for your pitch here. That's it right now.
Here it is. Pulls this one into the air out into right field.
Scoring.
Arroyo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another
Now
shot,
batting,
Timothy
catcher,
Jarvis. He
Timothy
flew out in his last at-bat.
Jarvis.
From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left.
Nice
and
drive.
that's it.
Man, he smoked that thing. That a boy.
Coming to the plate now, Philip Rainey. He looked
Now
to bounce
batting,
back
second
after
baseman,
striking out his last
Philip.
time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping into the box,
Now batting,
Mitch Walding.
The third baseman.
Nobody out here. Nobody.
Mitch Walding.
Now a move over to first. Runners back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, he almost blew that back.
Standing in, Timothy Jarvis.
the
He
catcher,
singled his last time up.
Timothy.
Yeah, and they take another single
Jarvis.
right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
0-2.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another
drive it to
0-2
choke,
count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Duff will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second. Stepping in, Timothy
batter.
Jarvis.
Driving.
The
Let's go.
catcher.
Right here.
Timothy.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one's down to third. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here. Is coming to the plate now, Guadalupe Carrillo. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Oh, wild pitch, but the down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Striding in once
Now
again,
batting,
Timothy
Let's go,
Jarvis.
baby.
The winning run is at first base.
Jarvis.
Here's the first pitch. Line
Find the
to
ball,
the right
find the ball.
side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out. So digging in with a chance to win it here, Philip
Second
Rainey,
baseman,
as he'll look to get the
Philip
ball into the outfield and bring
Rainey.
home what would be the winning run from second base. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Let's go.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Yeah, keep it going. Clutch up for us, big guy.
Hey, stay going, man. We need you. Here we go.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so
right fielder,
this
number
pitching staff
34.
clearly has him figured out.
Shoe.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Arroyo on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. The relay throw on to first, a double play. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Cody Anderson claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
14 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Danny Salazar, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter.
Here we go, boys.
Batting second.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball. Into the box now, Elias Richmond. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Strike called. Now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang up. So bases are empty here with two gone. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come in fresh off a victory. So striding in, Dustin Peterson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Batting eight.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way late on the fastball for strike one. So here's the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Shortstop, number 64.
Here's the 1-1. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? Come on. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play. At the plate, Johnny Clevenger. He drew a walk his first time up. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. First offering on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
One out, one out.
And a rather interesting decision here as they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Ready for another chance? Connors. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on.
Now at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Clevenger is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Digging in, Connors. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Right here, turn 2, here we go.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second. Stepping up to the plate,
now
Timothy Jarvis.
Catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid. Hey, take a cut now. Get your cuts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show for years to come. Mark my words, he's going to be hitting bombs like that in the majors before too long.
Ready now, Johnny Clevenger. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Let's turn it now. Let's come on now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Naquin's on his horse. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he's safe. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first. In now, Timothy Jarvis. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Timothy Jarvis.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Stumpf, a native Texan. He was a first-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Columbus Clippers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Omar Aponte wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Caden Letier closes the door for the save, his 24th on the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball. Into the box now, George Silva. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. And no throw, in fact. Leading off the inning, Timothy Jarvis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there.
Here we go, kid.
Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Time for a look at the defensive line.
Stepping in, Timothy Jarvis.
The catcher, Timothy.
First pitch coming, here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Line drive to left. Castilla is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are two. Now at the plate, Johnny Clevenger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike. Throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Striding in, Timothy Jarvis.
For the Clippers, the catcher.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit well on the ground to first.
Run it out, dig!
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Timothy Jarvis. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game.
Dig.
Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up. This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. Two evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Toledo Mud Hens wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Wayne Cooper notches his 3rd win of the year. Luis Sanchez earns the save out of the bullpen, his 22nd. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Columbus Clippers and the Indianapolis.
Play ball.
So coming to the plate, Bobby Williams. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Williams.
Way inside with that one. Digging in now, Tyler Naquin, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First pitch coming, here it is. And a high strike there, 0-1. Stepping up now, Danny Gonzalez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Indians, the shortstop, Danny Gonzalez.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jackie.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump.
Settling in now, Timothy Jarvis. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. Now at the plate, Stephen Chu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
The 1-2 is taken for ball two.
I got the count. 2-2.
Jarvis aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball three.
Great take.
3-2 now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now batting, number 64. He drove in one of their two runs in last night's ball game. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. So stepping in, Kevin Kramer. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Runners going. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no throw. In fact, he'll just hit. Digging in, Timothy Jarvis.
Catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
He's set. Here it comes. Right side, but it's well foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
The batter. The right
Stepping
fielder,
into the box, Stephen Chu. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Digging in to try it again, number 64, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Hey, good one up
Digging
there,
in the switch hitter, Philip Rainey. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Stand up
this
right
is
here.
on the ground over to first.
Come on.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Oh, baby, squared up.
Jarvis.
From the stretch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Have a rip at it up there.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night.
Right,
and it'll be good for
up.
extra bases. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from 3rd. On to first, and they get the double play. No runs on 1 base hit. 1 error in the end. Digging in and looking for more. Timothy Jarvis. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. Digging in once again, Stephen Chu.
Stephen Chu.
The 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors. 4-0 the score tonight. Indianapolis jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Alan Rutledge notches his 3rd win of the year. So that'll put him. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. Cody Reed, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the
batting second, the left fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Bobby Williams.
Now a flare out toward right center. Casto moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, nice hit, big dog. Let's go.
Coming to the plate now, Tony Romero. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
The left fielder.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single. Now at the plate, Tommy Franklin will swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike him.
And he's into second safely. Now in the box, Timothy Jarvis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Timothy Jarvis.
And ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Boy, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Roll. Breaking ball up and away, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Kuhn over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over to first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Stephen Chu is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Hey,
on the line, that's a base hit.
That'll way to square it up. Good job.
Standing in, number 64. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. And the next batter will be Mike Freeman. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Mike Freeman.
Here's the 0-2. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tony Romero. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Now to the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the box, Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Man, you smoked that thing. That a boy. Good job.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Now batting, the second baseman.
At the plate, Philip Rainey. He flew out in his last at bat. A bullet to first base. Striding into the box, Stephen Chu.
Number 34, Stephen Chu.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Peraza has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Jarvis.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Hey, let her rip.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit to third, right to him. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Rainey.
Popped straight up. Franklin moving to his left, and that's the third out. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. So digging in now, Carlos Ramirez.
Number 1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Hey,
at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Timothy Jarvis.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Touch up. Drive him in right here. Here you go.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Romero on the move. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs. So a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well,
time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend. Anthony DeSclafani will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy. Not an overpowering guy. 93 to 90.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0.
Ready to take his hacks again, Timothy Jarvis, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Shoots this one over to first.
Beat it out.
Is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Tony Romero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Relay.
Ramirez rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as it's now a 1-run ball game. Timothy Jarvis will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Franklin is right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Ready once again, Timothy Jarvis.
The catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
First delivery to him on the way.
All right, hang on. Right here.
Second, did he get his double play? The second for one. On to first as they get the double play. Striding forward now is the DH, Marcus Marchand. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 1 run scores, and it's a perfect bunt as they can't even get to the ball. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
And he was locked in at the plate up there. You could really see it in his approach and the swings he put on the ball. Finished with 3 base hits, and he certainly was a big factor in their victory.
3 hours and 27 minutes.
The game's future stars are on
Ladies and
display.
gentlemen.
Play ball.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off. Stepping up now, Carlos Castilla. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Carlos.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Dowell.
Wild pitch to knock it down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base.
So striding forward now, Timothy Jarvis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Castilla sprinting after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap.
Nice rip up there, Adam, baby.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping into the box, Stephen Chu. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Brian Flores. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Stepping in, Elmer Valdez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Timothy Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field.
You gotta move, you're scoring.
But that'll hit off the wall in left center. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
That was the swing right there.
Standing in, Philip Rainey, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Pops this one up. Ramirez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Castilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no throw.
Like you can. Come on.
Into the box now, Timothy Jarvis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. William takes his lead at third with 1 away. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Cedeno going back at the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Striding in once again, Philip Rainey.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Columbus Clippers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jeffrey Rodriguez earns his 8th victory of the season. Caden Letier wraps it up for the save, his 25th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show at MLB The Show.
For the victorious Clippers, 3 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men.